Hi.
This is Melissa.
And this is Kat.
Should we tell them now or like at the end? Like at the end.
Yeah.
Like if we do it now, that would be like
A lot.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Perfect.
I finally got a job. I don't think we've recorded since I started. So I started and then I picked up a gig, so I'm working the Creed concert this Friday, and so I ended up like working a 10-day stretch unexpectedly, and then also it's horror nights.
Yeah.
So we went to horror nights for a full week, and I started my new job. Went to horror nights for like one night, I think. Then I worked a 10-day stretch, and that's why we haven't had an episode in 3 weeks because all of that craziness happened.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, sorry about that.
That's all right.
It won't happen again.
No, it won't.
Anyway, anything to report?
I'm raising money for the Trans Empowerment Project on my stream.
Yeah.
We've raised a little over $300 now.
Oh, slay.
Yeah. My chat did unlock an incentive for me to play Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh.
So I will be doing a solo
That'll
run.
be fun. You're going to spend a whole stream just like making your character.
No, I told them that's what's happening.
I already know that. Like,
I said
that's going to be a designated day.
8-hour day.
An 8-hour stream of Kat making her
Yeah.
whatever you're going to make.
My character. They're called a Tav.
Okay.
Your main character is your Tav. But yeah, so we're raising money for a charity and we're doing it till the end of the month. So it's linked on my Twitch. You don't have to watch my stream in order to donate if you want
I can link it to the episode too.
Okay. Yeah, that works too.
I found the hair, guys. Everybody calm down.
Oh, I'm so glad.
If you all saw me
I
struggling.
was worried.
But it's probably not the only one.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yay.
You ready to get this bitch started?
Let's do it.
All right.
Tragical.
So this time,
We're here to tell you why
Coco.
it's tragical.
This is just one of my favorite movies.
It's so good. The whole time we were watching it, I can't tell you how many times I said, this is, I
so
think,
good.
the prettiest movie that Disney and Pixar has ever created.
No, it really is the most beautiful. And
It's stunning.
I cried 7 times.
Yeah, she cried more than
I was
me.
crying about really unnecessary things. I'm also on my period. So
Yeah.
I was crying at I'm tearing up thinking about me crying watching the movie. That's what level of on my period I'm on right now.
Which is so funny because I'm normally the crier.
Yeah.
I cried at the end.
I usually only cry about things that pertain to me. So movies don't really usually make me cry because I'm I can detach myself. I know Mama Coco is not real.
Not real.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's still really sad.
But
she really is crying right now, y'all.
Today I was really in my feels. So
I see that.
About every fucking thing.
Yeah.
The movie opened and I was like, Pixar? That's how bad it was. Anyway, let's move on before I actually cry. I have some fun facts for you.
I'm ready.
So I actually started out really bad and I wasn't feeling hopeful, but then I found some good ones.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
So the town, Santa Cecilia, is named after the Catholic patron saint. Thank God I'm not Catholic. It was looking rough there. Of musicians.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool.
That is cool.
Praise Santa Cecilia. You go, Queen.
Her.
The Land of the Dead uses a lot of antiquated technology, for example, an 80s Macintosh computer, walkie-talkie radios. And this is fitting since that technology is so obsolete, it is in sense dead. Get it? It's the Land of the Dead.
So even their technology is from the past.
So all their technology is dead technology.
That's funny.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, I
never really realized that before.
I realized they were using old stuff, but I didn't put it together. That's really cute.
Right?
I like that.
So this one I thought was funny. And then also I kind of had heard of this. So I thought of this like when the movie came out. Um, in Brazil, the title was changed to Viva. For the original title, Coco could easily be mistaken for the Portuguese word which translates to poop.
Oh,
So the word cocoa without the accent over the letter O, the last O, means the fruit of a palm tree, which coconut water is extracted also.
yeah.
So
That makes sense.
a couple different meanings there.
Yeah.
Cocoa poop, coconut water.
That's like how Zootopia, Zootropolis in like the UK and stuff like
because
that.
utopia is like religious to
Yeah.
them or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Religious to them or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't notice this one. We noticed A113 in the Land of the Dead. We noticed
The Pizza Planet truck.
the Pizza Planet truck.
Where's the one for the next movie?
Incredibles 2. There is a poster on one of the walls.
Okay. I missed that.
Yeah, I did too. But and then this one was when Miguel runs to the plaza to shine shoes. Yeah, we're never saying that again. He passes some pinatas for sale. They include Woody, Buzz, and Mike from Monsters Inc.
Cute.
Yeah.
I've never noticed that.
And then John Ratzenberger, he does the voice of the gentleman who's on his dentist's ofrenda. And his only line is gracias.
Yeah.
So that's probably why we didn't
Think about it.
recognize that was John Ratzenberger, because he literally says gracias and that's it. But yeah, those are all the fun facts I got. We get those from the Internet Movie Database.
Oh, bad a days if you nasty.
Yeah, they were looking really rough. Like it was just like kind of boring stuff. Like, well, I guess not boring, but like this movie was #1 for like at the box office for like X amount of weeks or whatever.
Okay, so
Like this is the movie that's done the best in the past like 10 years or some shit.
I love that because it
So,
deserves it.
Yeah, because it's literally so fucking good.
Yeah. Well, there's been so many rumors that they're going to replace the ride in Mexico with Coco eventually.
And they absolutely should. But I think they should like tear that shit down.
and redo it.
Like, we don't need these boat rides, these watery boat rides.
No, I like the boat ride. I think they should just like actually redo it though. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of like an overlay, like tear out all of it and like actually
well,
make
it already has so many of the elements of like Santa Cecilia.
Yeah.
So like, oh, I fucking wish. I love Coco so much.
And I love the Three Caballeros, but I think
but, like-
Coco would be incredible there. And I
No,
think it
I
would be
agree.
so pretty.
Yeah.
Like imagine like you're on that boat and then you like go under a tunnel and then you're in the land of the dead with all of those buildings and everything.
Stop, I'll cry.
Yeah, I want
Sounds
it.
beautiful.
We'll never get it though.
So this is a Lampy original.
It is.
To see Lampy, our sweet angel boy,
our
Pixar movie.
favorite.
Pixar just be making the best movies. Like Disney is trying.
Like,
but
okay, Disney movies make me cry. Pixar movies make me sob.
Also, just I don't know. Like Disney hasn't come out with a good movie in forever.
Yeah, because they keep doing remakes
Like, not
or
trying to be a bitch,
sequels.
They kind of suck.
To be fair, Pixar's also been doing a lot of sequels. They're on what, Toy Story 27? So
Yeah, that is true.
I'm over it. I haven't even seen
Yeah.
4, so
Yeah. So Miguel, he's like a 10-year-old boy, I'd say. Like
12.
10. Is he 12? All right. Well,
they
I
say
don't
it
have
in
kids.
the movie.
I
don't know. You're close though. But boys also age like different than girls.
Yeah, he's also
do.
a fucking cartoon.
No,
Anyway,
yeah.
Miguel's family's cursed. His papa was a musician, so it's his great grandfather was a musician, and he wanted to be famous, but he left his family and never came back, and he left his wife and daughter behind, which is his great grandma, his great grandma Imelda, and then his great grandma was the musician's daughter, and that's Mama Coco,
Coco.
who is so wrinkly.
Well, she's really old.
Okay. She just looks really intricate.
Okay.
Intricate
is the craziest
You look
word.
so intricate.
Intricate.
Imagine somebody said that to you.
I take it.
Meet a Mama Coco, because she doesn't know what the fuck's going on anyway. So anyway, Imelda decided to say fuck that man and started a shoe business.
Yeah, she literally was like, I'm not a crybaby bitch.
She girl bossed.
Yeah.
She had to do what she had to do.
I love that for her.
And she girl bossed so close to the sun.
Yeah.
So this is the Rivera family, and now they're all the way to Miguel's generation, and they're still making shoes and repairing shoes at the Rivera zapateria or something. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's what it's called.
And it's like every single member of their family.
Yeah, there's like cousins.
Everyone.
Like the whole town is getting their shoes from them.
Yeah.
You know? So every Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead for
No
you
way.
non-Spanish speaking people.
For you white bitches.
Oh man, no, I'm just kidding. The family tells stories of their family and puts their photos on the ofrenda so they can ofrenda. So they can
Ofrenda. Their ofrenda.
The ofrenda. So that their family can come over.
Yeah, and they're not allowed to have music in the house.
Yeah, because like grandma and great grandma hate music, obviously, because a musician like left them in the dirt. But honestly, like they should be thanking him because they have like this fucking family dynasty shoe store.
Yeah.
So.
It's giving King Triton watching his wife get murdered by a ship and getting rid of music.
Like that's so silly goofy.
In the ocean.
Yeah. Also, Miguel does this really cute thing where he goes, dimple, no dimple, dimple, no dimple. And I only have a dimple on one side of my face. So the first time I saw this movie, I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my God, me and Miguel are actually birds of a feather.
We're twin flames.
We are twin. Me and Miguel are twin flames. Because dimple, no dimple. Me and Michael are.
I gotta go, actually. We're not doing this.
Grandma Coco and
Coco.
So Miguel goes into town to shine shoes, but really he is listening to the mariachis, and it's literally called like Mariachi Central or something. I don't remember what it's called.
Mariachi Plaza.
But it's short in the middle of town.
Yeah.
He runs into his favorite street dog, whose name is Dante.
He's so cute.
Dante is referred to at one point in the movie as if you threw a hot dog on the floor of a barber shop. And that's like my favorite analogy for any animal.
He's like a naked dog.
He's a Zolo dog.
Yeah.
So they're like naked, but they have like a little bit of hair. You know what I mean? Like actually, if you threw a hot dog on the ground of a barber shop.
It's like Sphinx cats, but a dog.
Yeah, but Sphinx cats have like no hair. Like Zolo dogs have like
very fine.
Yeah.
Like peach fuzz.
Not even peach fuzz. It's like it's like unexplainable.
It's like throwing a hot dog into a barber shop.
No, like they nailed that. That makes me laugh every fucking time.
It's so funny.
Because like the photo that like pops up in your head is like actually what Dante looks like.
Yeah.
So Dante is like so cute, obsessed.
And
Like literally I was hooked. That's what I'm saying. Like when we were watching Wish, like 10 minutes in, I was like, could not finish this movie. Don't care how it ends.
Yeah.
Like I was hooked in this movie from the fucking get.
Yeah.
Like it's so good.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. So this town has a very famous musician associated with it. His name is Ernesto de la Cruz. And he became super famous for his lovely music, and then he starred in a bunch of movies. He unfortunately perished because he was on stage and a giant bell fell on him. And again, I was like, this is the best movie.
Who did I compare him to?
I don't know.
The one actor that I said.
Oh, John Wayne.
Okay, you know how John
Mr.
Wayne,
Marion.
in every movie John
Marion
Wayne is in, he's John Wayne.
Right.
Like with
Ernesto
a different
de la
name,
Cruz played
a
Ernesto de la Cruz.
slightly different backstory to each character. That's Ernesto de la Cruz. Like he plays himself playing music to save people. It's literally just the same thing recycled.
It's probably like the same time period too. So
I'm wondering if that's where they like got like the inspiration for that, because genuinely like
maybe
you know what I'm saying?
Well, there's
like,
probably like some Mexican artist out there that you and I don't know.
Maybe. I mean,
that
you could
all
be
the
right.
abuelitas know that we don't.
But you
know.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's in like a bunch of movies and he's literally playing the
same
exact
character.
same role.
Yeah, he like plays guitar to save the town, or he like
Yeah.
plays guitar to stop the volcano, or
Right.
he plays guitar to stop the
And
meteor.
it's literally
And
Mr.
he's in the
Marion.
same outfit. He's in like a mariachi outfit.
every time.
There's like a lady that loves him.
Yeah.
He plays a song and he saves everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It's the same thing.
When he died by that bell, I remember the first time I saw this movie, I was like, yup, this is for me.
Yup, there's murder
Yup.
by a bell.
Crushed by a bell. And they like show him like get hit by the bell.
And
I
it's
was like,
so funny because like there's like hundreds of people on the stage, but also thousands of people watching, and it's just silent.
Yeah.
They're all just like, That happened.
And you're like, oh my God, that's so sad.
That's tragic.
Ugh.
What a tragic way to
Poor
go.
Ernesto. Like,
Yeah.
he has a huge mausoleum though in the center of town, and his like photos up there, and there's like a guitar. His guitar is in there. He's a white guitar with like a skull as the fucking neck. Like, this movie was made for me.
Yeah.
In case you guys were wondering.
Yeah.
This is my movie.
Yeah. Miguel is in the Mariachi Plaza shining a mariachi man's shoes, and the guy's like, I don't care about your life story, bro.
Yeah.
Like, say less.
He said, do you have friends?
And Miguel's like, no.
Do you have anyone to
Just
talk
shoes.
to at home? He really
Just
doesn't.
shoes. And then the mariachi man is like, what does De La Cruz always say? Seize your moment.
Yeah,
Like,
seize the
you need to seize your
Oh,
moment.
wait, that's Newsies. Sorry.
Yeah. You need to seize your moment and just play music for people.
Yeah.
And guess what? There's a talent show tonight.
Crazy.
What are the odds?
The Dia de los Muertos
Yeah.
talent
Yeah.
extravaganza.
So Miguel's gonna practice in front of the mariachi guy, but then his abuela shows up.
Abuelita.
Abuelita. And she hits the mariachi man with her shoe.
Yeah.
As
Her
abuelitas.
plancha.
Yeah, as abuelitas do.
Yeah.
Get him with the shoe.
Yeah. Hits him with her sandal. Ugh, but it stinks.
Yeah, because music isn't
Stanky grandma's dirty old shoe.
is not allowed.
Yeah. Because, great great grandpa.
Fucked it up for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she brings him to their family's ofrenda, and she's like, family is everything. Like, this is your family. Like, we put their photos on the ofrenda and make tamales for them so that they can come over the bridge on Dia de los Muertos and walk amongst the living. And Miguel's like, that's really great, but I've got to go.
I want to play music. I'm leaving.
Also, Miguel and so his mama Coco is there too. That's like his best friend. Mostly because Miguel's like at that age where he's really annoying and no one else will listen to him. And like Mama Coco like doesn't really know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
So she just like sits and listens, and he just is like
yapping
at her.
Yeah.
So like Mama Coco's like his literal best friend. It's
because
so cute.
she's the only one that will actually listen to him.
Yeah,
But
she's
it's
the only
because
one that
she
will-
doesn't have a choice.
She does not have mobility to get away.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the
She's
option.
also like asleep 90% of the time,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And that's what best friends are for.
Absolutely. I love somebody that will listen to me like yap while they sleep. So Miguel goes to he's like a little hideout. And he has a guitar and an entire shrine / ofrenda to Ernesto de la Cruz.
I fear it's more of a shrine.
Yeah. He has like a little TV in there, and it is just playing clips of De La Cruz's movies over and over again. Dante is in there with him too. He just wants to play music.
Yeah, he's got a guitar that he is tuning with like a wrench.
Yeah. He also like, I don't remember what it's called when you can like watch or hear someone play like a musical piece and immediately learn it. Like he can do that, which is like you're a
He's
genius.
like a musical savant.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, he's like Mozart.
Mm-hmm.
But
He is
better.
He's Mexican Mozart.
He is Mexican Mozart.
You heard it here first.
Miguel is a Mexican Mozart.
Yeah.
And no one is talking about it.
We're talking about
It's
it.
true though. He like watches Ernesto play, and
then
you
he
can play
fully
along.
plays the notes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful.
And he knows like every line to
All of his movies. Yeah, it's so cute.
It is very cute.
So he decides, he's like, Dante, we're entering that talent show.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to leave, but then his family's like walking around the house because it's a holiday. So they're like preparing for the holiday. And he has to hide under the ofrenda. And then grandma comes in and she's like yelling at him, like, stop disrespecting your ancestors and shit. And then as he's going to leave, Dante's like trying to eat food off of the table and knocks off the top photo, which is a photo of his grandma Coco's mom and grandma Coco when she was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
This is her. And then a
Very
man
specifically.
with his fucking head ripped off.
Yeah.
And he like unfolds it, and it's Ernesto de la Cruz's guitar is what the man is holding.
Yeah.
So Miguel is like, oh my God, my great great grandpa is Ernesto de la Cruz.
That's wild.
and he's like, I was meant to play music.
Yeah. So he runs out and he tells his family, which was like
Yeah.
the bad
Well, he's
choice.
standing on the roof screaming at his family.
Yeah.
He's having a kind of a mental breakdown.
I mean,
just a little one though.
it's accepted, I think.
Yeah.
Like
He thinks
it's
Ernesto
earned.
de la Cruz is his great grandfather.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, so like I found that there's more to this photo that I've never seen.
He's like, no mas zapatos. Por favor.
Right. Right. And he's like, so
Zapatos?
I'm gonna go play music. And Abuelita smashes his guitar.
Yeah, honestly, fuck Abuelita.
It's like the same as
too much. She's doing too much.
In Encanto, fuck abuela. Fuck abuela.
Yeah.
Fuck abuelita.
Fuck them both. I'll fight them both in the streets.
You don't know what's best for me. Melissa's crying again, by the way.
I think it's just residual. I'm not even crying. I just like my nose is just running at this point.
Your eyes are also running.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I hate Abuelita not that much though.
Okay.
I don't want to cry about it.
So Miguel runs away because he's really sad that his abuelita just broke his like prized possession.
Yeah, he basically is like, I don't want to be in this family anymore. Fuck you guys. And they're all like, oh, and he's like, fuck you and your shoes.
Yeah, which I personally think is deserved. Like,
he runs to the square and he's like trying to ask everybody for a guitar to play in the talent show, and they're like, get your own, kid.
Yeah. So he has the grand idea that Ernesto de la Cruz's guitar is in his mausoleum.
Yeah, and that's his great grandpa. So like,
he can borrow it.
Yeah, he breaks the window to his mausoleum open.
Mm-hmm.
Steals his guitar,
as you do.
Yeah, and then he gives it a little strum.
Yeah,
and then yeah, there's like a magical light around him, and like all the little marigold petals, which are like the fucking craziest part of this movie.
They're so pretty.
Yeah, they like light up, and then he hears a man yelling like, hey, someone broke in and stole Ernesto de la Cruz's guitar. And Miguel's like, fuck.
I've been caught.
Yeah, so the man comes into the mausoleum and walks right through Miguel. Miguel's like a ghost.
He's ghost.
Yeah.
He's dead.
And then he starts seeing dead people all over the graveyard.
Yeah, there's like skeletons.
They're so fucking beautiful.
Yeah,
and
they're really
all
cool.
So different.
Yeah, they're all like, dressed like how they would have in real life, but then they also have like really cool like markings like within their skulls, and they're all different. Like every single one of them is different, and it's so beautiful.
And there's like different like Mexican clothing from like different time
eras.
periods too. So it's just like a bunch of random dead people. It's so perfect. I'm obsessed.
It's very, very cute.
He runs into his Tio.
Yeah.
And then his tia.
Who are dead.
His tios. And then his other tia, who are all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they realize that Mama Imelda, who is Coco's mom, couldn't cross over because her photo wasn't on anybody's ofrenda for her to come over.
Yeah. So they're like, this is a weird coincidence. Also, Dante is the only like living thing that can also see
Miguel. Yeah.
Because he's dead.
Dante's not dead. Neither is Miguel, really.
He's like, deadish.
Yeah. He's still like, you could see his flesh, but
Yeah. So the family brings Miguel over the bridge, which is literally this stunning long bridge that is just all marigold petals.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. And like when they like move or like get picked up, they're glowing. Oh my God.
They look like feathers kind of.
It's so pretty.
It's so cute.
So they are walking across the bridge. They also see alebrijas, which are the spirit animals.
Guys.
Yeah. Which they're so pretty.
Mine's
they're like
def a chihuahua.
Mine's definitely a cat, so like let's be real.
I don't think we get our own. It's not like
but
we're
like,
all assigned one.
I think mine would probably be a cat.
Literally saw so Ernesto de la Cruz in this movie has 3 chihuahuas, and I literally looked at the Humane Society to see if I was about to go get me a chihuahua. I want one so badly.
I want a
fucking chihuahua. I'm going to keep an eye out. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to be 30. I have nothing to live for anymore. I'm getting a chihuahua.
YOLO. So the dead have to cross through a face scanner and it checks the world to see if somebody has their photo up on an ofrenda. So they're watching people go through, and there's one guy who is dressed up as Frida Kahlo and is
He's
like,
trying.
yeah, that's me. But it scans his face and it's not him. And then he's like, okay,
Yeah.
listen, this is my last chance to cross. Like, you guys gotta let me over. And then he runs. But the bridge's magic stops him.
Yeah, the bridge said, fuck you, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and he gets brought back.
So they go into the Department of Family Reunions, Miguel and his like 7 other fucking family members.
Yeah.
And Imelda is smashing the computer of the poor woman who works there and calling it the devil box, which is
It's so funny.
the funniest part of the movie. Mama Imelda is everything to me.
Calling this old
Yeah.
ass PC
A devil
the
box.
devil box
Yeah.
over and over again.
And she's like, my family always puts my picture on the ofrenda.
Yeah.
And the lady's like, hey, I just work here.
I just am
Yeah.
existing.
And then like a little caseworker guy comes out and he's like, Rivera family, come in here. And he basically explains that Miguel can go back to the land of the living. So Miguel stole the guitar. Like, you're supposed to give gifts on the Day of the Dead, and he
Yes.
stole something. So like that's bad.
He cursed him.
You're not supposed to do that. So
Yeah.
he just has to get his family's blessing to go back. So Mama Imelda takes the marigold piece and she said, you know, I give you my blessing, but if you go back, you can't play music anymore. And Miguel's like, no, fuck that. I'm playing music. Like, you're not going to take that away from me. And then he gets this brilliant idea in his head to go find Ernesto de la Cruz and get his blessing, because technically he thinks that's his family.
Yeah.
So that's what he's going to go do.
Yeah.
So he runs away to El Baño.
Yeah.
I know so much Spanish.
No, you're so good.
I know. But there's no bathrooms there anyway. But he runs
They're
away.
all dead.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Miguel is
Ain't
hiding
pissing.
out from
No piss.
no piss. There's no going piss girl.
No piss. Yeah, no piss girl.
No piss
Yeah, no piss girl.
girl. Right,
That's what you say when you're
right.
dead.
Yeah. So Miguel is like hiding out from the dead security that's trying to find him, and he overhears the scammer man who was pretending to be Frida Kahlo earlier saying that, hey, listen, I know Ernesto de la Cruz personally. I can get you tickets to his sunrise show if you let me cross the bridge. And the customer service guy is like, no.
I feel like Ernesto is like actually what Taylor Swift will be in the afterlife. Like, cannot, like, is still like charging people to go to her shows.
Hang it up.
Even in death.
No.
Taylor Swift is like, you owe me money, you dead people.
So the guy leaves the office, not allowed to cross the bridge.
Yeah.
And Miguel is like, hey, you help me and I'll help you.
Right. Miguel's like, I'll put your photo on my ofrenda if you get me to my great-great-grandfather, Ernesto de la Cruz.
So they leave the building, and Miguel's family is still looking for him. So Mama Imelda calls her Alebrijo, and it's a giant jaguar with wings.
Yeah, it's everything to me.
named Pepito. So pretty.
It is not Pepito.
Yes, it is.
No, I'm saying it's like,
Oh, he's not little.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he's big. He's actually fucking huge. He's like the size of like a 2-story building.
He's the size of our house.
I thought you were saying his name was in Pepito. I was like, yeah, it is. But no, yeah, he is not Pepito.
Yeah, so Hector and Miguel, they go and hide. Hector paints Miguel's face so that he looks like a skeleton so that he can get around a little bit easier. He gives him his photo to put on his ofrenda when he gets back home, and they go to find Ernesto de la Cruz.
Yeah, and Hector's like, yeah, I know where he rehearses for his shows. I guess Hector is like friends with the seamstress who makes a lot of the costumes for like his shows. So he throws his arm up to her window to have her let them in. It was her Frida Kahlo costume that he was wearing.
Yeah, she had to make like 100 of them. So now she's one short. She's not very happy about it because they confiscated it at the bridge.
Yeah, and it's for the show that's at sunrise. So now she has to make a whole new Frida Kahlo outfit by sunrise. And Dante is like pulling Miguel away from the conversation, and he ends up meeting the real Frida Kahlo, who says Dante is a spirit guide.
Yeah.
And she's like, or maybe he's just a dumb dog. I don't know. So Frida Kahlo is asking Miguel advice on her show that she is rehearsing.
Yeah.
It's chaos. But he like thinks of music in his head and like it describes it to her, and then her band plays it, and she's like, "You're
Mexican
an artist."
Mozart.
Yeah. Yeah, and
It's so cute.
and it goes with it. So,
It's perfect.
she's like, "Yeah, that's the music I'm going to use, and you are a musical genius."
The little skeletons crawling out of the papaya seeds is
Oh my
actually like a
God.
little bit terrifying.
It's scary.
If I was a kid, I'd be like, turn it off.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's traumatizing.
But also Cruz is not there. Apparently, he does not rehearse. He's throwing a giant party at his house, which is like on a giant
Yeah.
hill building thing.
I think it's a giant like building. Yeah. Just a huge tower.
Cool. So he's doing that.
Yeah. And the conductor makes fun of Hector and calls him chorizo. And then Miguel's like, the fuck? Why do you call him that? And Hector's like, it's nothing. But it's apparently because Hector died choking on a piece of chorizo. So they say.
Yeah, and he's like,
And
no, it was
Hector's
actually
like, no, I had food poisoning.
yeah, it was food poisoning.
Like, get your story straight.
Yeah.
So he also tells them, the conductor guy, he tells them that whoever wins the De La Cruz talent show, or like the Dia de los Muertos talent show, gets to perform at De La Cruz's party. So that's their new plan, is to participate in that talent show and then go meet De La Cruz.
But they need a guitar.
Yeah.
So Hector's like, I'm going to take you to a friend of mine who has a
Right.
guitar. So Hector lives on like the outskirts of the town,
Yeah.
where a lot of people live that are being forgotten.
Yeah, it's like the land of the forgotten.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So
It's like shanties.
yeah. His friend is laying in a hammock, and yeah.
Chicharo.
Yeah, and he's fading because no one in the no one in the living world remembers him. So his death is also fading.
Yeah, he's about to go through the second death.
The final death.
Yeah. So like once everyone in the living world forgets about you, you die again. Like you just turn to dust.
Like forever.
Yeah.
And no one knows where you go.
So Cheech is like in a hammock full of his shit, in a shanty full of his shit, and I looked at Kat, fully sobbing by the way, and I was like, "That's you."
Yeah, she's
That's
like
Kat when she
literally
dies.
sobbing, and she goes, "That's gonna be you."
Yeah, I still had time to bully Kat, guys. Don't worry. In my teary state.
Surrounded by
He's literally
my...
just laying in a hammock full of shit, like full of his stuff.
me
He's
surrounded
got
by
like
my
a hat in
squishmallows.
there. He's got like his guitars in there. He's got
Yeah.
like boxes of stuff in there.
Anyway, so he says he doesn't need his guitar anyway because he's dying. Like,
Yeah.
finally, so he gives it to Hector and
Well, he makes
Miguel.
Hector play him a song, and it's a song about an ugly bitch named Juanita, and it's the funniest song
it's kind of
ever.
a bop.
Yeah.
She's like bow-legged.
Yeah.
She got a whole lot of shit going on.
He has to change the lyrics though because they're not very PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Then Cheech dies, so that's fucking depressing.
Yeah.
Good thing he had all of his stuff with him though.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. He needs it.
And then Hector gives a guitar to Miguel, and Miguel's like, I didn't know you were a musician. And Hector's like, I'm not.
He's like, I don't want to be.
That's the old me.
I'm not like that anymore.
I'm not like that anymore. So they go to the plaza, and Miguel is like, I don't know how to sing. And Hector's like, well, that's super important. You need to know how to do that.
He's like, I've never performed before. And Hector's
Right.
like, what the fuck? What are we
Yeah.
doing here?
So he teaches him how to do like a little mariachi squeal. Sorry if that's offensive. I don't know what it's called. And
They
then
call it something.
he wants to sing Remember Me, and
So does everyone
Hector
else.
is like, literally don't sing that, you will lose, because everyone's gonna sing that.
yeah.
So he sings a song called Poco Loco,
Which is a
my favorite song
fucking
in the movie.
Bop.
Yeah.
It's so good. So it's
It's a hit.
Miguel's. Yeah, it's Miguel's turn. Yeah. So De La Cruzito is gonna play Un Poco Loco, and he starts singing. First of all, he gets really nervous, then he does the little yell, and then he starts
Yeah, it's so
singing,
cute.
and then Dante pulls Hector out on stage, and they dance together and sing together, and it's so cute.
And they're a hit. Like,
yeah.
They probably would have won except for Miguel sees his family, so they have to run.
Yeah.
And then Mama Imelda tells the like announcer lady to say, if anyone sees a human boy, to return it, them to them because they just want to get him home safe.
Yeah, so
There's
now
a boy from the land of the living amongst them.
Yeah, now Hector's like, hey, you said you didn't have any other family other than De La Cruz.
Yeah, he lied.
And he's like,
a thief
yeah,
and a liar.
I do, but they don't want to. They have conditions that I don't want to follow. And Hector's like, well, me being on an ofrenda and being able to go visit my girl is more important than you playing music.
Right.
And that makes Miguel mad.
Yeah, he's like, you're fucking selfish. You just want me to return to the land of the living so I can put your photo up on my ofrenda.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't care about my dreams, which is kind of true. And then he throws Hector's photo back at him. He's like, I'm going to put my shit on your shit.
Yeah, so Miguel runs away. Some of the security sees him. So he's running, and Dante's chasing him, and Miguel yells at Dante and calls him a dumb dog. And it's really sad.
He would have to do all that. Miguel's running away, and at one point he like locks a gate behind Mama Imelda, who's like racing after him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, you don't understand, I want to be a musician. And then she tells him a story of like, I used to be a musician, me and my husband, we made beautiful music together, and she sings to him, and she's like, and then he left my ass.
So music isn't the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because
and Miguel's like, to you, honey.
Right.
And then runs away.
Right.
So there's like a shuttle bus taking people to this party at Ernesto de la Cruz's house.
Yeah, it's like a monorail.
Yeah. And Miguel sees the winners of the competition. So he asks them, he's like, hey, musician to musician, can you sneak me in to de la Cruz's party? And they're like, of course.
They're probably thinking like, yeah, if you hadn't have left, like we would have lost anyway.
Yeah,
so
So they get to the party. It's fucking banging. Miguel cannot find De La Cruz because the crowd is so thick.
Yeah.
So he decides to get up on the balcony and start playing his guitar. And he plays a beautiful song.
Yeah, and he finds
everybody.
He finds De La Cruz and he starts walking towards him singing, and De La Cruz is like, whoa, get it, boy. And then he falls into the pool.
Yeah.
So all of his makeup that was covering his real face,
the
washes
guitar
off.
neck shaped pool is like
so cool.
This party's so cool. Like, it's just like, this movie is so beautiful.
Yeah. It is really cool. So all his face paint comes off, and Ernesto like dove into the pool to save him. Like, he's already dead.
He's
he can't
a hero.
drown. And then Miguel is like, yeah, you're my great grandpa.
And they hug.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, wow.
And Cruz is like looking at him like, what the fuck?
I ain't got no fucking kid.
But so Cruz like parades Miguel around like the entire party, like bragging, like, this is my great grandson. Look at him. He plays music.
Miguel's
He's so
doing
good.
the dimple, no dimple trick.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Yeah. Doing the most, you know? Miguel says that he wants to like do music and sing, but his family won't allow him.
Yeah.
And then Cruz says that the world is their family, so he can do whatever he wants.
Right. You do you, girl.
Yeah.
That's what he says.
Yeah, pretty much.
So he's about to bless Hector and bless Miguel and send him back to the land of the living. But then Hector butts in and he's like, yo, Ernesto, fuck you. Like, you stole my fucking music. Like, I could have been famous, but then I fucking died. And then he says that he would have gone to like the ends of the earth for him or something.
Yeah, he would have moved heaven and earth.
Sure. It's like a line from one of Ernesto de la Cruz's movies, which Hector has never seen because he fucking hates the guy. Because, you know what I'm saying? He like basically got famous off of his music.
He also was dead when the movies came out, and then even in the afterlife, he didn't care enough to watch it.
Yeah. So, Miguel is like, wait, that's a line from a movie, except for the guy that says that poisons the other guy. And then they start to like put it together, and they figure out that it wasn't chorizo, but De La Cruz poisoned Hector and
Yeah.
fucking yeeted him for his music.
Yeah, because Hector was like packing up to go home to his family.
Yeah,
He was like,
Hector
I don't
was
want to do
like-
this. I miss my wife. I miss my daughter. Like, I don't want fame this badly. And so Cruz was like, all right, well, one last drink, and poisoned him.
Yeah. And then put it in a movie. He's like so devious.
Yeah, he's pretty bad.
Also, Benjamin Bratt does
Yeah, Ernesto's voice.
Ernesto's voice. And like that man can quite fucking literally get it anytime.
Oh, absolutely. Have you
Like-
seen Miss Congeniality?
That man is so fine.
Damn.
They just need to stop making the villains so fine.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
So Cruz is like, that didn't happen, whatever, and
Yeah,
has
he
his
denies.
Yeah, has
He's
his
like,
security.
I did what I had to do, but I'm not saying I did that.
Yeah. So he has to get his security throw Hector somewhere. And then he's like, hey, Miguel, you're not going to tell anyone, right? And Miguel's like, no.
He said, "You're the good guy."
Yeah.
Nervous sweats.
You're my great grandpa. I would never ever tell anyone the truth about you. But Cruz doesn't believe him. So he hides Hector's photo and then also has his security throw Miguel where they threw Hector, which is in like this like hole in the ground
Yeah.
that's just like half filled with water.
Taylor Swift would definitely have.
Oh
one of
my
those.
God. So Hector is like fading,
Yeah.
just like his friend earlier was. And he's like, I just wanted to see my daughter one last time. I miss Coco. And Miguel's like, your
Coco.
daughter's name is
Huh?
Coco? That's crazy. And then
That's crazy. 'Cause my great grandma's name is Coco.
What? He pulls out the photo that's ripped and shows it to Hector. And he's like, is this you? And he's like, yeah, actually, that's not Cruz. What the fuck?
That is my torso.
Those broad shoulders are mine, not Cruz's. What the fuck? It's just his little mariachi outfit made him look broader than he
Right.
is. So they realize that they're related, not De La Cruz.
And so they're family.
Yeah.
And then Miguel's like, I'm proud to be your family. And then he's like, I'm proud to be your family. And then
It's
I'm
really
crying
cute.
again. And then Miguel does his little mariachi yell. And Dante and the other big one, Pepito, they find them
Yeah, with
and get them out of the hole.
Yeah.
And Imelda and Hector see each other for the first time since Hector walked out the door like probably 135 years ago. So
Mhm.
that's a little awkward
yeah.
for them.
Little
And
bit.
Imelda does not want to hear anything. She is very mad at him still for leaving.
Yeah.
So they get back to their house in the land of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
And Miguel is like, hey, listen, I'm ready to go home under your terms, but Ernesto de la Cruz killed Hector, my great-great-grandpa, who you never forgave and won't let your whole entire family listen to music. However, I would like to get his photo back so I can put it on the ofrenda.
Yeah.
So he could go over and see Coco one last
Mhm.
time. And Imelda's like, yeah, I actually still hate that guy, but like that sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
So
She's
they
like-
have to go find Ernesto.
She says, I don't forgive you, but you don't deserve to be forgotten.
yeah.
Essentially.
Like Coco didn't have nothing to do with this. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
So Frida Kahlo helps sneak their entire family in through the papaya.
Yeah, it's like 2 aunties and 3 uncles.
Yeah.
And then Imelda, Hector, and Miguel.
Yeah, so they are snuck in through the papaya and they're all dressed as as Frida Kahlos. And Imelda like runs into De La Cruz and she slaps him and she's like, this is what you get for murdering the love of my life. And then she slaps him again. Is like, this is what you get for trying to kill my great-great-grandson. And then Hector is like, I'm the love of your life.
Duh.
And she's
Never
like, I don't.
never got over that.
She's like, I don't know what I said. I was just saying things. I didn't mean it.
Yeah.
So he runs away. Cruz runs away. They're all chasing after him.
They're like fighting security guards.
Yeah. Imelda eventually grabs the photo. Imelda gets the photo of Hector from Cruz, and then she ends up like on a platform that's raising up to the stage. So now she's on the stage where Cruz is supposed to be performing, and she starts singing.
Yeah.
And security is still going after her.
Slowly as fuck.
Very slow because they're confused
Fucking
now.
Michael Myers slow.
Yeah. And then backstage, Miguel grabs a mic and a guitar for Hector so he can start playing the music with her to like accompany her. Cruz gets on the stage and starts singing with her and is like chasing her, trying to get the photo back.
Like fake dancing with her, but also just trying to snatch the photo out of her hand.
There's a lot going on. She finally like stomps on his foot and gets the photo back from him and starts trying to bless Miguel to go home. But Cruz stops him. He like leaves the stage. One of the aunts turns on a mic and one of the other aunts turns a camera towards them as Cruz is trying to throw Miguel off of a building.
Yeah, and also saying like,
I
had to murder you because I needed your music and you were going to go home. I did what I had to do. I seized my moment.
Yeah. He admits to the entire dead world.
And all the dead people are like, oh.
And he's also like actively holding a live child over a really tall building.
And he does drop him off.
Yeah.
Luckily, Dante earlier actually turned into a full-fledged spirit guide.
Yeah.
And saves him.
He's got
and
wings.
then Pepito saves him because he's not big enough to hold an entire child up.
Yeah, so Cruz goes back out on stage and the whole crowd is booing him and throwing like tomatoes and bread at him because they all heard the truth. And Pepito goes on stage and grabs Cruz and throws him around a bunch. And then guess what? A bell falls on him again.
Good.
as he deserves.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Back to the family. Hector is like fading fast because Coco's like 900 years old and is dying, but also like forgetting like everything because she's old as fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't have the picture of Hector either. He lost it.
It fell in the water, so it's like ruined.
But like it's about to be sunrise, so they have no more time.
Yeah, they have to send him back, and Coco's like, I won't. Coco. Miguel says,
Coco's there.
Coco's there. Miguel tells Hector, like, I won't let Coco forget you. And, like, I won't forget you. I'll figure something out. And Imelda sends him home with no conditions.
Yeah. She said, go be a musician, my boy.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah. So Miguel is back in the land of the living. He runs to his family's house from the mausoleum. And he brings the guitar with him. And he's trying to like tell Coco, like, do you remember your dad? Like, he was a musician. He loved you, blah, blah, blah. And Coco's just like, being old as fuck. And then the whole family comes in and they're like, why are you like accosting Mama Coco? Like, the fuck? Apologize. So then he's so cute. Miguel goes to apologize, but then he remembers he has the guitar. So he sings Remember Me to Mama Coco, and she starts singing it back with him.
But like, okay, the original version of Remember Me,
not
which
the shitty version that Ernesto popped out with.
He like made it like poppy and like more fast paced.
The acoustic version of Remember Me.
Oh, it's so sad. This is when I start sobbing because
and then Mama Coco is like, oh my gosh, my papa, I loved him. We sang that song every night. He was a beautiful musician. Him and Mom always sang together. And then she pulls out this box she has in her little bedside table, and she has the top of the photo.
The ripped photo.
Yeah. And so Miguel is able to tape it together and put it on the ofrenda. And now Hector's not forgotten anymore.
Yeah.
It's so great.
And then it's a year later. Hector's photo is up on the ofrenda.
Yeah.
So is Mama Coco's.
Yeah, Mama Coco ate shit.
Yeah, probably like that night actually.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Let's hope, because she was
real old. Decrepit, if you will.
She was like 127.
So the family is crossing over the bridge and Hector is at the little scanner and he gets let through and he's so nervous.
Makes it.
But Coco is there too.
And Imelda, and they smooch.
They
Ooh,
do.
They're back together 145 years later.
Oh, it's so cute. They all cross the bridge and visit the Rivera family and everyone's playing music together.
Yeah. Miguel's like a little mariachi. The one cousin is like fucking playing the violin, shredding the violin.
Yeah, another one's playing like the accordion.
Yeah.
I literally said the one playing the violin. I was like, that bitch looks like she plays the violin.
Nerd.
Derogatory.
I'm just kidding. I wish I could play the violin.
I played the viola for a very short amount of time.
Is that just like a small violin?
No, it's the same. Just the strings are opposite. It was during Wheel. They wanted me to be in band or in orchestra, but they told me I had to cut my nails, and so I joined band because they didn't want me to cut my nails.
crazy.
Would you like to go first?
I will go first. I fucking love this movie.
Can I guess
Yeah.
where it is on your list?
Okay.
Is it in the top 5?
Yeah.
Is it number? I'm trying to think of what your top 3 are.
What's my top? You know my number 1, right?
Is Sleeping Beauty?
No.
What's your number 1?
Hunchback.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say it's like number 3.
It's my number 3.
Yeah.
Hunchback, Hercules, Coco.
Yeah.
I fucking love this movie. It's above Tarzan and Sleeping Beauty and Toy Story and Bug's Life and Pocahontas and a Goofy movie. I fucking love this movie so much. I watch it like all the time.
She
It makes
really
me cry
does.
every time. It's so beautiful. I love Miguel, Dimple, no dimple, my twin flame. Yeah. No, just a perfect movie, a perfect film.
I agree.
Great characters.
The music is so good.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. I agree. I gave it a 10 out of 10, but no one's shocked by that. Mine is number 16. It's below Hercules, but above Princess Diaries.
Okay.
I do genuinely love this movie. I think it's so stunning. I think it deserves more recognition and especially more representation in the parks. I think it's stunning.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
It's so good.
They have a lot more of it over at California Adventure because they have such like a large Hispanic community over there. So they have they do like a Dia de los Muertos celebration over there, and it's like a whole Coco
Super
thing.
cute.
You can meet Ernesto de la Cruz during Oogie Boogie Bash, and it's like the coolest fucking costume I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It looks great.
No, he's like the best villain. Oh, I love a murder most foul.
I also just love when there's like a surprise villain.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really a surprise, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's great.
It's so good.
Anyway, speaking of death.
Oh my God.
What a perfect movie.
Yeah.
So we're killing Tragical.
Yeah.
We're taking it outside in the backyard. We're putting it down.
It's been a beautiful, lovely 4 years.
It's almost been 5 years. February would have been 5 years. It's just like, I don't know. Ever since we started doing the video, it just feels like more work than either of us are willing to put into it. And I don't know, just with Kat streaming and I have a full-time job and
it's hard.
It's just annoying. I wish when we started this, we wanted it to be a podcast. And then now podcasts aren't really a thing anymore. No one's really listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
People are more watching podcasts. And it's just it's so much more work for me to edit a video and an episode. And then also I feel like we have to do the TikToks. I don't know. It just feels like it's not what it was when it started.
And the as much as we love you all, don't get me wrong. We want the whole point is for people to listen and watch, and it's just been kind of stagnant with our
and I think that has
views
something
and
to do with
listens.
also just we're not, and that's what we've always said. As long as we're enjoying doing it, we'll keep doing it. And I just think we're just aren't enjoying it as much anymore. So, not that we don't love Disney or Disney movies or anything. It's just I don't know, the
passion's
original
not there.
spark that we had is not there anymore. We were gonna try to go to our 5-year, and I was just I don't want to. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Not that this isn't fun. It's just
it's just a lot.
yeah, obviously, you know what I'm saying? We used to be so good. We put out an episode every 2 weeks, clockwork. And the last couple months, it's just been we don't feel like recording. I don't feel like editing. So I don't know.
We enjoyed it while we had it.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave our
Our
I'm gonna
website.
leave our YouTube up just because that's the only free channel. We pay to put our podcast on Spotify and Apple. So I'm just gonna leave all the episodes up. Everything is gonna be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts until I don't know, sometime next month. I'll probably try to get everything off by the 1st of October. And then, if you want to listen to the episodes, you just listen to them on YouTube. Everything's on YouTube. And then for Patreon, we're going to leave everything up. I think I'm just going to make a $1 tier. And then if you want to listen to all of our old bonus episodes or watch any of the videos, it's just going to be $1.
Yeah. To unlock all of it.
Yeah, it'll just be $1 for everything. And then obviously we won't do the merch boxes, or I think we actually are behind a bonus episode. So I think we have a bonus episode for last month and this month that we still technically have to do. So I don't I don't know if we're going to do those. We'll see if we feel like doing them. Maybe we'll do like Twilight or something just because those were we never finished them.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We might do, the rest of Twilight, and then that'll be it for bonus episodes. But I'll leave Patreon up. I'll just set it as a $1 tier. And then leave all the videos and bonus episodes on there. And then,
And that's it.
That'll be it.
That's all she wrote.
R.I.P. The end of an era.
I wasn't going to cry.
It's okay. Only because we watched Coco.
Yeah. That's the only reason I'm crying for sure.
Yeah. If we watch something, stupid
Yeah.
and silly. No. It's definitely because I'm on my period.
Yeah, me too. It's definitely because I'm a Pisces moon.
Thanks for listening or watching.
Love y'all so much.
Okay, bye forever.
Bye.
These opinions are our own and are no way associated with the film or the film's production company.
The Tragical Podcast cover art is created by Johnny the Alchemist.
The Tragical intro was produced by Ja Reezy.
Links to our social media and Patreon can be found on our website, located in the show notes.
Thanks for listening
to Tragical.
Tragical.